A lot of people are going to Japan right now because it's like super popular on social media and everything. It's a really cool cultural experience.
When Colton Shreve hopped on a flight to Japan, he was expecting some crowds. But nothing like this. From a Buddhist temple to a market, just trying to get down the street.
It's like a little straining the local infrastructure a bit. It's just filled with people like I'm stuck in LA traffic at rush hour.
Welcome to Kyoto, bumper to bumper.
And I was like, wow, the line's not even moving. This is insane. I've never seen anything like that.
Around the world, more and more scenes like these playing out.
Domestic travel has fallen slightly, but international travel remains going gangbusters. And every year since the pandemic, we've seen that explosive growth in tourism, especially the most popular destinations. So we're talking Rome, we're talking Paris, we're talking London, now Tokyo's in the mix. But the other thing I think is the spread of social media. You want to show off where you've been, all the things you've done, and sort of get that iconic photo.
Throngs of tourists, overwhelming infrastructure, and some locals are fed up. At the world-renowned Louvre Museum in June, tourists stranded in long lines after workers staged a walkout to protest what they say is overcrowding and understaffing. And across Europe, anti-tourism demonstrations making headlines.
One of the horrible effects of over-tourism is what it does to local communities. It raises prices for food, it raises prices for transportation, and of course for housing, because locals are being driven out by home sharing processes and things like that. But it also adds to congestion and pollution. So there is a balancing act that has to be done here. Tourism is the main driver of the economy in a lot of these places.
Residents in Naples, Italy, marching against short-term rentals and the impact on neighborhoods. Locals taking to the streets of Lisbon, Portugal, asking for more rights.
Cada vez as pessoas que moramos na cidade sentimos mais que não é uma cidade para quem vive e trabalha nela, senão é uma cidade virada completamente para o turismo. Temos cada vez menos serviços, rendas muito mais caras.
In Barcelona, Spaniards using water guns on tourists.
Hay que reducir la capacidad de alojamiento de la ciudad, recuperar casas para la gente a precios asequibles, hay que reducir la hipermovilidad.
American retirees Wanda and Bill Dorozensky ended up in the crosshairs of that protest.
It's cooling, actually.
I just said, I hope it's water.
I did think it was kind of exciting because it was so... It was loud, but other than some water guns, it was peaceful. It wasn't threatening from my perspective.
Thank you. Hurry, sweetheart.
The couple was on a cruise celebrating Bill's 80th birthday when they docked in Barcelona for the day.
Did you know what they were protesting at the time, or was it until after that you found out?
I suspected that it was anti-tourism, and one of the big banners that was coming down the street was a cruise ship broken in half.
Has it changed y'all's perspective about how you guys approach the places that you visit?
Like I say, my perspective changed when I realized these people were asking help either from other citizens or their country to help them be able to live in their cities.
Some governments are taking action.
We're seeing crackdowns on short-term rentals. You're starting to see ticketed entries, timed entries, even fees for entries. You're seeing some really interesting developments like Galapagos, which has a $200 fee for tourists. That's going to fund the local community, combat pollution, and deal with overcrowding.
Other places going a different route.
People conducting surveys that actually spoke English gave us a surveys about over-tourism in Japan.
Colton says during his time in Japan, he noticed campaigns encouraging tourists to visit lesser-known spots elsewhere in the country.
Japanese tourism is trying to encourage people to go outside of Kyoto, and that was kind of my experience. It's really cool, man. There's so much fresh air. Kind of got to walk around the Samurai Trail, stop at like local tea houses, and really explore like kind of rural Japan. And I think my generation, Gen Z, we spend so much time scrolling TikTok, Instagram, and I think that's kind of helped a lot with opening up this whole world. And social media has really led to a lot more people traveling at a young age.
Those places that are so busy, they lose a lot of personality. They lose a lot of connection.
Family travel blogger Mireille Torelier crisscrosses the globe with her husband Roger and their 2 young daughters.
We went to Bali, then Singapore, then Turkey, then Italy. Then we moved to live in Tuscany for 3 months, and then we migrated to Spain. We've been to Portugal, to France, we've been to Andorra, we've been to Japan, we've been to Morocco.
The family building its following on social media by showcasing alternative ways to visit hotspots.
What's your approach as a traveler to be able to go and see these places that are super crowded, but still make sure that it's enjoyable for you and your family?
When I plan a trip, I'm always looking at what's around there, right? ChatGPT, Google, like all the AIs. I don't think the solution is don't go to Rome, It's just maybe stay half an hour outside of Rome in a little fisherman town and do 1-day trip to Rome.
Mireille says she tries to be mindful of local culture when traveling.
How do you guys prepare to enter foreign environments in a way that when you are tourists, you guys are being respectful and you're engaging with the customs and cultures?
We prep the whole family. So we take local language classes and we actually learn about culture. We get books. So nighttime books instead of a regular book become about the place we're going to go visit. When Alaska landed in Japan, she already knew how to say, arigato gozaimasu, and doshitemasu, so hello, thank you and you're welcome. It makes an automatic connection, and it's such a small investment of time to look up cultural differences, customs that are unique to that place.
I think the protests have achieved their number one goal, which was to highlight the issues that locals are dealing with. I will say you have to be careful you don't shoot the goose that laid the golden egg. There's a lot of good that comes from tourism too.